But the packaging looks really,
Would
really
you
class.
get it? Would you get it to the review? No, I'm being all honest. Would you go as far to get... I know you're a massive Ghostbusters fan, and I know for a fact that'd be good. That'd be something fun.
See, here's the thing, right? Normally, whenever I see stuff like this, I'm like, oh god, that's just so gimmicky and cheap. Like, do you know when they did Star Wars Transformers?
Oh, you mean the
Where, like,
Falcons and stuff?
You had, like, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter that
General Grievous
transformed into Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And all that sort of carry on. Like, an X-Wing transforms into Luke.
Obi-Wan Kenobi and all that there.
Yeah, and it's really gimmicky and cheap.
Yeah.
That's okay. But it's not for me. But this isn't just a gimmick for gimmick's sake, because IDW have announced that there's a Transformers Ghostbusters crossover comic coming to celebrate not only Ghostbusters' 35th anniversary, but also the Transformers 35th anniversary.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So Eric Burnham, who's we are huge fans of here on the show, he's also a friend of the show as well, along with Dan Schoening as well. He has said a 5-issue mini with himself, Dan Schoening, and Luis Antonio Delgado is coming this June.
Happy days.
Transformers and Ghostbusters, happy 35th anniversary to everyone. Then we go into this breakdown. When the Transformers pick up on a strange Cybertronian signal emanating from Earth, they travel to the planet only to discover that the threat waiting for them there is something that Venkman, Spengler, Stans and Zedmore are perfectly suited to help them take on. The 5-issue series will feature a variety of variant covers illustrated by Dan Schoening, Paulina Ganachu, Nick Roche and Alex Milne, and hit stores this June. So, going by the image that's on followingthenerd.com, it's the ghost of Starscream.
I know, I seen that. Problems. I know, I was so happy to see that.
So that's it. It's not the first time IDW have brought the two different universes together, because we've had the X-Files Lone Gunman, we've had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Brilliant.
So it's not too out of limits to kind of consider that there's going to be Ghostbusters in there as well. And, of course, the Ectotron, the toy that we were just talking about, features prominently in the comic.
I can't wait to see how they actually get... Is it like, does the Transformer scan the Ecto, or does the Ecto somehow
I'm guessing a Transformer scans the Ecto one.
Oh no, do you know what would really be heartbreaking? That somehow the Ecto one gets destroyed, but this Transformer scans it before it gets destroyed.
No, I don't see that happening.
I hope not. But Starscream, he is my favourite Decepticon, and I'm so happy to see him in ghost form. Be interesting to see how he gets taken out, or how they fight him. It's going to be brilliant. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, no, so am I. No, I'm guessing, Transformer will scan the Ecto one.
Yeah, it seems to be logical about it.
Because, I mean, if they're taking on Ghost, it's going to need the ghost-busting technology, so I can see how all this is going to come together. I can't believe that
there's going to be a crossover between the two of them.
Some of the artwork they've released so far, it just looks absolutely head-on.
I can't wait.
So, we've got a full presentation release for the crossover event. So, spinning out of the mind-blowing reveal that a Transformers Ghostbusters collaborative figure, the Ecto-1 Ectotron, will be available, IDW Publishing proudly announces that the beloved franchises will unite for an offbeat, out-of-this-world adventure in Transformers/Ghostbusters, a comic book miniseries debuting in June. In the first chapter of the Ghost of Cybertron storyline, the Autobots, having escaped from the war that destroyed their home planet, trace a stray Cybertronian signal to the planet Earth. Investigating this otherworldly source will bring the robots in disguise face to face with the renowned professionals of paranormal investigation and elimination. Venkman, Spengler, Stans, and Zedmore. If you're troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night, or if you or any of your family have ever seen a Decepticon in your basement or attic, don't wait another minute. This is the crossover series for you. This I cannot wait for. And also, it's the fact that they've put the Ectotron in it too.
Yeah.
That's really
a nice
cool.
touch.
Honestly, if you're at all dubious about this, for the love of God, go to followingthenerd.com and check out some of the artwork that's been released so far.
Fantastic.
We've collaborated it all together. It looks fantastic. It really does. I so can't wait for this.
But will you get the Ecto one toy? If you
I'll try.
No, but and even though that say somehow you do get it and there's not a big charge for it, just for the sake of having it, because it's something. I would say it's something very unique.
God, yes, I want
There's
this.
something that you can. I'd say they're not limited edition, are they? Or are they just
probably? I will say this though: it's in that same packaging that Hasbro have started to do this with a lot of their Transformers, I've noticed.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Where they're releasing the original first gen design on their boxes. But it's like the first gen, like Optimus Prime, the flat nose truck and stuff.
Yes.
They're releasing them as though it's 1984 and you're going out to the toy shelves to pick these up.
That's a nice touch. I like
Price is ridiculous, but hey, that's not the point. And keeping with Transformers as well, Netflix are working on a new Transformers prequel series.
I went to heaven. Seriously, went to heaven.
It's a good week this week, isn't it? Yeah, it's not too bad.
I'm waiting for a bad story now. I'm waiting because you're giving me all these happy ones. But yeah,
so it's been confirmed that Netflix has ordered an animated Transformers prequel series, War for Cybertron.
Yes.
And it will arrive early next year.
Oh wait, we'll get it, won't we?
Or it'll be on Netflix, yeah. So the series will be created by Netflix, Hasbro, and Rooster Teeth.
Oh, Rooster Teeth are really good.
Yeah, with Polygon Pictures as the animation studio.
I really back Rooster Teeth. I've watched Red and Blue. I've watched their other one, Ruby.
Oh, did they do Red versus Blue?
They do Red versus Blue, which is also on Netflix as well. They also do a new animated, well, it's like a new version of it. It's a Ruby. It's a very, very good one as well. And they also have another one they're making, which is like mech suits.
Oh, yes.
That's a new one coming out soon, but when I know they're behind this,
you know it's going to be
good. It is going to be good.
So the director of anime for Netflix, John Didarian, he's come out and said, in this Transformers origin story, we will explore the expansive universe of Cybertron in a way that audiences have never seen before, to the delight of both existing fans and those coming to the franchise for the first time. The Transformers brand is a global phenomenon, and we're thrilled to partner with Hasbro, Rooster Teeth, and Polygon to bring this exciting new series to our members around the world on Netflix, so it will be released globally.
Thank God.
The series promises to be unlike any Transformers we've seen before. That sounds good to us.
I'm happy.
I'll take that. So, from what I'm getting from this is going to be how the war on Cybertron started, how the Autobots and Decepticons were factioned, how Megatron became the leader of the Decepticons, Optimus Prime became the leader of the Autobots, and I'm guessing it's going to be basically a gigantic, like a war movie, but in TV series scale.
Yes.
And I reckon it's basically, like, could it end with them going off to find sanctuary on Earth?
I think so.
Will it continue after that? Are we essentially going to see a retelling of the original 80s cartoon?
See, what I think is, and you know yourself with watching those Transformers movies, cartoons, games and all there, it always starts with, there's a war in Cybertron, we never see it.
Yeah.
The closest, I would say, to movie-wise would be Bumblebee, where we've seen a little bit of the Cybertron war.
I have some good news for you about Bumblebee, by the way.
Oh, please. But as I was saying with this one, is that it's always this little tease. It's like, oh, the war's happened there, it's secondary.
Yeah.
But in those stories, we've heard that Megatron and Prime used to be friends, and then when the war broke out,
brothers, maybe at one point, like even brothers in name only, but still,
they separated and made these different factions. We've heard even in the movies, different stories and stuff. If they go and it's all about Cybertron, how the war started, why this all began, and then just finish it off, or if they want to go connect that to the movies. Like they go off and find Earth, or they're going stuff like that. I'm backing that because I would it's the same with Doctor Who when I talk about the Time War. I want a full episode of just the Time War.
Yeah.
Because you know the stories and stuff. It's the same as Transformers.
Well, you know what? I think it would be fascinating to see them.
Yes.
And actually get to see this alien world and get to see what it was like before it was all going
And another
to hell.
thing too is, without them being like cars in disguise and stuff, they're a normal.
Do you know what I kind of liked?
Do
you know what I kind of liked about Bumblebee? Was the fact that they looked like cars and they looked like trucks, but they looked like alien versions of cars and trucks.
Because they never actually seen what a car was.
Not even that. To them, they were built so. Whenever they're in vehicle mode, it's to get them places faster.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Instead of like us being human beings and building cars and getting into cars and driving to become faster. They were already machinery as it was, so they were designed to morph into these vehicles. And that's their version of getting into a car and popping down the road.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I like that. Yeah. I like that when Bumblebee was first introduced in Bumblebee. You know, whenever he's like, where's B-237?
Yeah.
And you see him like, vroom, come in. There's no doors. There's no windshield.
No.
And it's such an alien concept. And I'd love to see things like that. I'd love to see Optimus Prime's version of that. I'd love to see more from that specific world. And it looks like that's going to be the case.
That's
So do you remember
fun.
we reported a couple of months ago that might be it for Transformers on
Which
the big
I'm
screen?
kind of worried.
Worry no more.
Worry no more?
Because it seemed to be the way it was going was that Paramount were kind of sick of Michael Bay, and they were kind of sick of how the Transformers movie series was going and how it was meeting diminishing returns. It wasn't getting good reviews.
Yeah.
So Bumblebee seemed to be, okay, that's it. That's the final chapter.
The final
After
curtain
that,
call.
we're done. We'll reboot. We'll let it rest for a couple of years or whatever we're going to do with it. But the trouble is, Bumblebee got wildly successful.
Oh, it did.
So Bumblebee has now been confirmed as being a new start for the Transformers franchise.
Oh, so
It's a complete reboot now. With Bumblebee.
Even with that ending?
Yes, with Bumblebee as the first in the reboot series.
I have went to heaven today. Something happened. I must have fell over a brick or something.
So at New York Toy Fair, again, it's been a very, very popular event this weekend. Hasbro, at their product presentation, confirmed that Bumblebee was in fact now treated as a full reboot of the Transformers cinematic universe. So
nice.
all the way from the first Transformers movie in 2007 up to the last night in 2017, gone.
So that's...
They're out the window. They
right.
never happened.
Okay.
So from the events of Bumblebee onward will be the new universe. So, the movie has done so well, both critically and with the fans, Bumblebee that is, that it's now being used to restart the franchise with a more faithful look and tone to the original cartoon series that made people like ourselves fall in love with it all those years ago. Now, compare that to what I was saying earlier about Ghostbusters. What was the line that Jason Reitman had? Giving it back to the fans.
Yep.
Look what happens. Here's the proof. Now, you may have went off and made 5 Transformers movies, and that's all great, and that's fine. The trouble is, they look like 2 junkyards having a punch-up.
That's a great description.
Whereas with Bumblebee, it looked like a proper Transformer, and they all looked like proper Transformers. They were big and blocky, and when they transformed, they looked like the proper cars, but whenever they were in robot mode, you could see that like Bumblebee had the full bonnet of the Beetle on it,
Yeah.
and like the 2 little headlamps were kind of like his pecs and stuff, and it was a really clear, beautiful look.
That and the fact that the fight sequences in it wasn't all like dragged out for big
like,
cinematic
weird
moments.
slow motion, super close-ups.
It was like direct military. Well, I would call it direct military fighting. It was basically get it over and done with and get out of there, basically. And that's what I liked about it. I liked the fighting sequences in that one.
Yeah. And also, Bumblebee will be available on digital on March 19th with the 4K UHD and Blu-ray release on April 2nd.
We know where we're going.
So we don't have that much longer to wait before we pick up our own copies of Bumblebee, which I've got to say, shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah, because like in all fairness, there was a lot of confusion with a few people I was talking about it. One person in particular, I'm not going to name, but he basically said, I'm kind of not going to watch this because this is kind of the final curtain call, and I don't want to go with my hopes up. No, if it does do well, and you're never going to see another one.
Yeah.
And when he went and seen, he was like,
this was so good.
Please tell me there's going to be another one.
Yeah.
And it was funny, there wasn't a lot of radio silence or information, so you were sitting going, this seemed... Because like I said, if anyone hasn't seen it, you can go watch it or find it somewhere. The ending of it confused me. It's like, alright, so you can watch this and also watch the old ones.
I think that was them hedging their bets.
So it was basically, if it does tank, you can go watch the other ones.
If it does tank, that wraps it up. So basically you can watch Bumblebee first, then watch Transformers 2007, lead you all the way up to the last night, and boom, that's it. That's your cinematic
Because it's something
universe.
you said, it made more sense. It was like, the reason why they have the first gen Optimus Prime there is if it does do well, there you go.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes sense. I'm so confused. I really want more of it now.
It was basically having your cake and eating
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
it would work on both levels.
Hello, this is George Takei, and this is Following the Nerd. Live long and prosper.
We had a text there earlier on, which I kind of missed / forgot about. It was Tony texting us again there saying, any chance of hearing Toxicity by System of a Down? Absolutely not. It's not in our system. Sorry to let you down.
Is a good
but we can answer your question. What did you think of Alita Battle Angel? I was a little disappointed, although the motorball scenes were great. I haven't seen it. Anthony has.
Yes.
You can give us your
Happy
little review.
And all first, I really enjoyed it. I know that a lot of people on that line were going, this is bad, or they had their own arguments, but I went to see it. I was very, very impressed with it. As I'm a big anime fan, I enjoyed it. The fight sequences were fantastic. There is one